The topic I want to share with you today is the one we often hear about, which is stepping outside for comfort zone to grow mentally and intellectually. Well, that sounds really inspiring, doesn't it? But let's just be honest for a moment. It's not as easy as it seems. In reality, it's really uncomfortable, filled with ambiguity and feels like walking into the unknown with no guarantee of success. Well, let me walk you through my own story of changing things up in my life. What was that? How was the process and what I got out of it? Well, when I was 11, I was really passionate about learning English to make a real change in my life. And as I kept my journey of language learning, I tweaked that it's not all about learning, it's about immersing self into the acquisition of it. So I learned it, and honestly speaking, it was really fun, joyful, and I found peace in it. However, as you know, everything comes with its fair share of challenges. I had some struggles. So I had to give up time with my family members, reduce the chances of hanging out with them, and missing opportunities to talk, to make a very memorable and heartwarming memories with them in order to strengthen our family bonds. And the very second thing I really had to give up was my friends. So sacrificing friendship was even harder. Like imagine having no friends in any corner you go to, even at school. Being isolated from others felt like I didn't belong anywhere else except my own room, where I could just study in a very intimate and rigorous atmosphere. And the state of loneliness was really stressful because who doesn't actually like to be in there? And I know that we all have been in there now or before. So as I kept being the person, very rigorous, being the person that I really wanted to change, I kind of neglected some problems. And over time, I got used to it. And in fact, studying alone and not talking to non-like-minded people was far better than engaging in distractions that might have pulled me away from my goals. Well, as time passed, I had to take that type of exam that we all know to be painstakingly difficult, which is called IELTS. Well, I braced myself for a very intense period of studying in order to ace it. But I ended up with a score I didn't want. Well, it was not that terrible, but didn't meet my expectations. And at that time, that moment when I was staring at my phone, at my score was the time I thought I was scaling the face of Mount Everest. I was total on the fence, which means that I had two options to continue my life. Where the first one was give up and be like those around me, which means not to study. And the second one was not give up and be like that type of person who really wants and who actually is really once again wants to achieve everything he or she wants. So I chose the second one because from bottom of my heart I felt like that was what I really needed, and I knew that wouldn't be really easy. So as I kept my language learning process, I encountered one of the very beautiful aspects of life, which was seeing a part of my dream being a reality. I always wanted to talk to people from diverse backgrounds and share my own experiences with them, not as a part of improving my overall language skill, but also to make a transformative change in my life. Well, and most importantly, I finally got the chance to talk to like-minded people who shared my interests. And at that time, I realized that dreams are not all about abstract concepts. Well, these are I felt like they were actually capable of being actualized in real life. And at that time, I was really amazed and surprised by how the world could have been really beautiful. And at that time, I realized that giving up is not for everyone. I mean, we have to just keep up on our progress, and we have to be patient all the time. And when it comes to that dreams, how they actually be a reality, you know what? They really need a lot of resilience, mental energy, and of course the courage to step away and embrace the discomfort. So what is the comfort zone really? Comfort zone is just that familiar, fuzzy place where you feel like everything is predictable and safe. We feel like we belong to a specific place and feel like we don't have to change anything, our position, our surroundings, and things of the sort. But the reality is that it's just an illusion. It's just a place where we can never truly grow. Of course, we can just this content with whatever we have, which is also called the complacency stage. But the thing is that after all, we have actually made our brain to believe that comfort is the absolute best state to live in. But if we are on a mission of becoming the best version of ourselves, we have to embrace discomfort and take the actions. Most of the times we resist the change because it makes us feel uncomfortable and really ambiguous and stressed out and overwhelmed and a ton of other negative emotions like that. And the biggest reason is that we have trained we have like believed that comfort zone is not really kind of change. So the thing is, we have to believe that comfort zone is not where we really have to be in. And once again, if we really want to change, we have to embrace discomfort. And most of the times, we kind of believe that comfort zone is a really good place to live in, but it's not. Well, at the end of this speech, I want to say that whenever it's our time to take actions and away from the comfort zone, just do it. Do not overthink about it because the brain is really tricky and it tells things that are true. And once again, within the 3 or 4 days of adapting a new life, a new path, you feel like comfort zone is not a punishment. It's just a great chance to keep going and to be the best version, to be the person that we always meant to be. And the thing is that comfort zone is once again kind of that really tricky. And once we get out of it, we feel like it was like a brick wall, a wall that can represent our fear of changing things up in our life. Well, that path, when we just get away from there, we're going to be in a path that could hold a lot of opportunities we once thought existed all in our dreams. Well, thank you.
Please, Florida, have another speaker again. So now, Muhammad Qadir.